Hi, welcome to my unicorn Pinata Easter egg tutorial. We're going to use a white chocolate Easter egg. I purchased this one from my local store. Remove all the packaging from the Easter egg and from the sweets. This is the bit that's been making me feel nervous because I don't want to break the rest of the egg. We need to cut a hole in the bottom of it so we can pop the sweets inside. I'm scoring a mark around the bottom, and then I'm going to go around again and make it just a little bit deeper. I made sure that my knife was nice and sharp to make sure I got a cut all the way through. I'm just going to check that for size for sweets. No, it needs to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to cut round the edge with the knife again and then just pop the sweets inside. Now I'm going to cover the cake board to sit the egg on. I've rolled out some fondant in the same colour. I'm just going to check it for size. Make the board wet. You can do this with water, or some people use sugar syrup. Place your fondant on top, smooth it over with your hand, and go across with your smoother. And then I'm going to trim the edge. Make sure your knife is nice and sharp so you get a nice clean cut all the way round. We're going to attach the egg to the board with royal icing. Make sure you've got a nice coating and go all the way round. When royal icing dries, it's nice and firm. As you can see, the sweets are inside. Place it on your board in the centre. You can tweak it if you need to, and we can clean up any royal icing at the bottom if necessary. Now we're making our unicorn's horn. We're going to roll out a sausage of white modelling paste. Keep it nice and thin at the edges, and we're going to keep the centre thick, as you can see here. We're going to fold it in half and then we're going to twist it. I've made this with modelling paste to give it some strength. It's a nice small horn, so I'm not going to put a support inside. I'm just going to allow it to firm up. I'm going to trim the bottom so it sits neatly on top of the egg. Now it's time to make the unicorn's ears, again with modelling paste, one in the colour of the unicorn and the other in a pale pink. I'm using the large rose petal cutter from the FMM set of 4 for the outside, and for the inside I'm using the 3rd size down. I'm going to add some water or edible glue and place the pink section in the centre. And then we're going to trim the bottom. I'm doing this with a kitchen knife across the bottom of both. Then we're going to stand them up. Just shake them a little, make sure your edges are nice and smooth, and just fold them. I'm going to leave them standing while we get on with the next step. Now we're going to make our unicorn's lashes. I'm rolling out some black modelling paste, nice and thin. I think I've got a little bit too much here, so I'm just going to cut this in half. And then I'm going to roll this out thinner again. So I'm going to keep going all the way along, and then I'm going to cut this in half. I'm just going to use this little piece that dropped off earlier for the little tiny lashes that go on each corner. We're going to attach the unicorn's horn. You can do this with water or you can do it with edible glue. It's entirely up to you. It's been standing for a little while, so it's nice and firm. No need for a support. I'm going to add some water on the bottom of the ears, and I'm going to give it a slight little pinch on the bottom. I'll take the other one and pop that one on the other side. You may need to hold it for a little bit. It's quite nice to wait for the bottom of the modelling paste to go sticky. We just get it into the right place. Now it's time for us to attach the eyelashes. I've already done this on one side, and I'm just going to demonstrate how I did this on the opposite side for you. So I made the back of the lash wet with some water. I prefer this to edible glue because you might find it slides a little. If it does, you can wipe this off really easily. It comes off very nice off the chocolate, rather than when you put black modelling paste onto fondant. I'm just going to make sure that's sticking down. And then we're going to put the 2 tiny lashes on the corner. So these can be a little bit fiddly because they are tiny. So I've got the 2 small pieces of paste that I've already cut to size, and I'm going to use my crank nose tweezers to do this because I just found this a little bit easier than trying to do it with my fingers. And if it comes away, you can just pop it in place. And we're just going to attach the other one. Again, I've applied these with the tweezers. As you can see, they do move quite easily, but you can clean it up with some water. Now we've got it on, I'm just going to move it into place, again using the tweezers. I find this a lot easier than using my fingers. We're now going to paint the unicorn's horn. I'm going to paint mine gold. I've mixed together a edible gold dust and confectioner's glaze. I do this because it gives it a really nice shine, and it also stops the colour from falling off, or if it gets touched it doesn't become patchy. You do need to work quite quickly with this. It can become sticky if you leave it sitting around for a while. You can of course mix together dust with clear alcohol, or you can use a rejuvenator fluid, or you can make the ready mixed gold colour paint, but just make sure that it's edible before applying it to your unicorn's horn. So we're going to go all the way round, make sure that we're in all the twists and we've got no patches. There. Like I said, the confectioner's glaze gives it a lovely shine. That's why it'd always be my preferred choice. We're almost there. I've mixed up 3 colours of buttercream. I've done a pink, a pale green and a lilac. They've all got different nozzles on, and I'm just randomly going round my unicorn egg and just putting on little stars and flower shapes as I go. Just mixing the colours. Doesn't matter how big they are or how you do them. Just keep going all the way around until you've achieved a look that you're happy with. I'm coming down the back a little and just filling in the gaps. We're going to put some buttercream decoration also around the base of the egg, just where the egg joins the board. This makes it look nice and attractive, and it also covers up that join that we had where we attached it earlier, so you can't see any royal icing. We're almost there now. I'm just putting some more decoration down the side, again with the buttercream, just randomly. There's no particular order to this, it's just achieving the look that you're happy with as you go. I'm just going all the way down, and I'm going to pop a few of the decorations on the board as well. It looks nice and pretty. The final step was to attach some pink ribbon to your cake board, and there's your Pinata unicorn Easter egg. If you've enjoyed watching, then please hit the thumbs up for me. If you'd like to be kept up to date with my channel, then please hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.